Hello everyone, this is RynnLight, the name of this channel, the name of this artist, at least my online name. I haven't decided if I'm going to use my real name yet, so I'm just going to keep it as Rynn. Honestly, I'm really nervous right now because doing a voice recording and it's scary because you're being vocal and people can hear you, and I'm trying so hard not to stop myself and just put music up. Not that all my videos are going to be this way. I want to do a mixture of video, music, and then video narrating, which is also why this video is a bit slower. I was actually tempted to make this video even faster so I didn't have to talk as much, but I know a lot of artists, including me, don't like it when things are too fast because then you don't get to see the process. You don't see the process as well because it's going too fast. You're like, wait, what did you just do? I mean, it's kind of fast, but not too fast, if that makes sense. Alright, a little about myself. You can just call me Rynn, and I really hope I didn't screw that up. I'm not going to edit this too much just because it's my first recording, and I know I have to let this go and just let what happens happen. So this is a really bad one. Then I can fix it, but usually it's just me trying to figure out the technical stuff, and I know I could just look back, think the recording's bad, and then just do the recording over, but I also need other people's opinions, and really I should be practicing continuously on other things, not just one video. Anyway, going back, talk about myself a little. You can call me Rynn. That's really what my online friends call me most of the time, so Rynn works. I am a traditional artist living in Canada. Woohoo, Canadian! And I love the visual arts. I usually work with markers, which is what I'm going to be working with here. So, just a quick note on this. This is a kneaded eraser, which I love using because you can rub it against the paper quite a bit, and it doesn't rub away the ink marks. It doesn't make the ink fade. It just picks up the graphite, so it helps a lot. That's one of my favorite tools. The inking pen I actually used previously was a Pentel pocket brush. This one in particular is the one with the bristles. I'm pretty sure there's another one, like another regular Pentel pocket brush, but it has the one-piece nylon foam kind of piece. I prefer the bristles. They're a lot harder to work with, but I prefer having that much more loose control to work with than the stiff ones, I guess. And what I'm using to color this picture is Prismacolor Brush Tip markers. This is a marker set, one of the many marker sets I was recommended when I was trying to get into markers, because obviously the number one you hear about is Copics, but Copics are super, super expensive at the beginning, especially for one that isn't sure if that's what she wants to do, so, or they, not just she. And Prismacolor is a brand I know about, especially because of these colored pencils I've had for a long time, and that's what got me back into coloring. But I love the markers the most. They're my favorite, and I really enjoy them a lot. I have quite a number of them. I don't know how many. I've been slowly building up the collection. I mean, not too slowly. I started the collection last year. Um, as you will see during this picture, I really butchered the coloring at some points, partly because I was nervous, but yeah, because I knew I was recording this, and I knew I was going to post it. I wasn't going to stop myself. So, yeah. One of the things I like with these markers, actually, which is going to be a big thing if I ever get into Copics or another marker brand that doesn't have the bullet tip, is the bullet tip. that little tiny fine tip is so fantastic when you want to get into those little itty bitty spots. And sure, the brush tip comes to a point, but sometimes it's hard to control, whereas when you have the fine tip, it's just nib, hard nib, and it's fantastic. Probably talk about the markers more later on, so I'm going to stop there with them, and I'm going to talk about the picture itself. This is, I actually don't know how to pronounce this. I haven't heard the pronunciation yet because I haven't looked up I haven't seen any of the YouTube videos or anything like that about this Pokemon. This is Solgaleo, or I'm going to go Solgaleo. Solgaleo makes sense, actually. It sounds like Galileo. Maybe that's what it's based off on. I don't know yet. Or it just sounds really cool. The Soul Sun. I hope you don't mind my rants. Anyways, this is one of the 2 new mascots that has been revealed for the new Pokemon Sun and Moon game coming out in November. I am so hyped. Mostly because I actually got a 3DS after the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire release, so this is the first time I've been part of the committee where I can be pumped with them to say, hey, new Pokemon game is coming out. What do you think it's going to be like? Here are these excitements, these leaks, and oh man, it's going to be awesome. And like, and I mean, as much as it'd be nice to pre-order it, because I know it's going to be sold out for the first while, I don't want to pre-order it just because it's more, I know it's a bit more expensive than buying it from the store, and I'm a little cheap. That's probably because I spend all my money on art supplies, which I hope to show and use all my art supplies in future videos so you see how bad my addiction has gotten. Back to the Pokemon, from this picture, I've already decided that Pokemon Sun is going to be the game I pick. It's pretty much the legendaries I picked the game for, nothing else. Not the Pokemon exclusive or anything. As much as I do love certain Pokemon, usually the Pokemon I really like are in both versions, so it's not really much of a problem. And even if it is, I know one friend who's getting Pokemon Moon, so I'm just gonna bug her and just say, hey, find this Pokemon for me, let's trade. Especially since we can do it all online now. I'm using a Uniball Signo white gel pen. This thing is fantastic. It's the most opaque, which means that it's the most seeable. It's not very transparent, so it shows up really well. The video is actually coming up to a wrap. I didn't do background or anything for this, partly because I want to do a video. I want to start scheduling myself more for videos, but probably because I was just excited to get this picture out. And I'm a hobbyist, so I don't have to I don't have to make everything as perfect. So, yay. Like I said, I'm still not 100% sure how I'm doing my channel. I'm just going to try things. I'm going to take suggestions and just do what I can. And as long as I'm having fun with it, that's the important part. As long as I'm having fun, then I know it's worth it. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you in later videos. Signing off now. See ya.